Two things I want to discuss today. Procedurally, under the Brown Act, if you take any action today, I would request that you come out, disclose the activity, the nature of the action, and the vote of every member. I want to speak just for a few minutes on two things that are extremely important to the school system or just to people in general, and it's accountability and integrity. On May 5th, 2014, there was a press release, and let me read it into the record if I may, and it is entitled Press Release, and it says, "The Rialto Unified School District does not dispute the existence of the Holocaust. We are aware of the controversy surrounding the distribution of an 8th grade writing prompt during the third quarter of the academic year. The intent of this writing prompt was to write arguments to support claims with clear reasons and relevant evidence. We regret that the prompt was misinterpreted. In the classroom, we do approach the topic of the Holocaust with sensitivity. However, mistakes were made in the way this assignment was put forward. There was no offensive intent to the crafting of this assignment. Sorting through various opinions and being able to critically think are skills we instill on a daily basis. Upon further review, the district contends that there are other ways for students to demonstrate understanding of this standard. We concur with the United States Holocaust Museum website, which states, quote, teaching Holocaust history demands a high level of sensitivity and keen awareness of the complexity of the subject matter, end quote. Future writing prompts will not include controversial or culturally sensitive topics. The district plans to take advantage of the resources of the Anti-Defamation League and the Museum of Tolerance to assist in more culturally responsive classrooms." And here's the paragraph that's important to me. "The core values of the Rialto Unified School District are excellence, accountability, diversity, integrity, community, and safety. We continue to strive for these elements through a process of continuous improvement. I would say that each of these elements are at risk here today for the things that have gone on. On May 5th, 2014, when the press release came out, on the same day, we came across an email from Susan Levine that was circulated to all middle school principals, educational services, CCs to Saida Jaffrey, Andres Luna, and Muhammad Islam. Let me read it. Good morning. As you probably already know, our third quarter writing prompt on the Holocaust has come under scrutiny and is being, quote, tried, end quote, in the media, both in newspapers and on TV. If you are called by any media outlet, please refer them to Saida at extension 21323 at the KEC. She is our official spokesperson. Please advise your teachers of the same. Please also notify her immediately if any TV stations show up at your school. Feel free to contact me with any questions or for any assistance." So while you're giving a public statement of openness and integrity, you were sending a statement to everybody that nobody could talk to the public or the press. It was a clampdown. On May 6th, someone came out, it was Susan Levine, and indicated that the essays had been looked at, and fortunately, what they had seen so far caused no problems. Thereafter, I sent a public record request to the school district. On May 20th, it is now 2 months later, and I still have not got the records. Let me read to you what one of the requests was. All documents throughout the date of your compliance with this request, which refers to, relates to, or supports or disputes or questions Susan Levine's statement in the media that district officials have been looking through the district student Holocaust essays and responses, and we've not found one yet that the Holocaust did not exist. See May 6th article appearing in the Sun by Bo Yarborough, attached here to his Exhibit B. There are many others, but clearly when I got the essays, folks, it really wasn't very difficult to find one that disputed that the Holocaust existed. And things in it, when I read it to you on Wednesday, was pretty horrible. So that takes us to the issue of integrity. Does this board have integrity? There's a lot of students that have been injured, and now it's time to do the right thing. And the right thing means making sure that the children are taken care of and they turn out okay, whatever that's going to take, and that we find out how it happened, why it happened, and quite frankly, I, as one, do not trust the school board or the investigation that was done, and that's why I'm doing an independent investigation, and I'm going to be as fair as I possibly can be, and I'm going to make it public. And I want to do that so that the truth comes out. I think it's a travesty that you are a judicial body. I have asked for records. It has been over 2 months. You have every single extension, and I've been stonewalled and have not gotten the records, as others have not got the records as well. So I'd like to know, and I tell the school board this directly, so that you can make sure that the records are released, so that I don't have to go into court on a writ of mandate and start taking discovery and finding out what went on. Because I will pursue this because it needs to be pursued. Now, it's come to my attention that a report has been provided to you that was done an independent investigation. And like I said on Wednesday, I recognize that that's attorney work product, and I recognize that that's attorney-client privilege, and I recognize that if you hold tight, the public will never see that record. But is that the right thing to do? I mean, we're not talking about just a school board and trivial issues here. We're talking about 2,000 children who have problems. And now, are you going to hide behind attorney-client privilege and attorney work product, a legal basis, when that report really would probably help? I would suggest perhaps a middle ground. I would be willing to sign a confidentiality agreement not to make that report public, but that I'd be allowed to use it to complete my investigation. I would ask you, when you go in tonight, to consider that request, and to let me know tonight whether or not you will do that. If you will do that, I will work with you, but I am going to do an independent investigation, and I don't really care where it turns out. I just want to know that it's a fair investigation. Because the issues that are going on here are extreme. This shouldn't happen in the world, never mind the United States. And you're going to have to own up to the fact that we're beyond the Brown Act and the issues of law. We're into morality and decency of being human beings. And you've got to just stop ducking for cover, and just wherever it comes out, it comes out. You've got to waive whatever privileges you have and just let the public have access. And that's really all I have to say. And I just really hope, you all seem to be very nice people, but sometimes when people are under pressure, they think about themselves first instead of thinking about the real assets. And those are the children that were entrusted to the school district and have been damaged. And we're not talking 3 or 4, we're talking 2,000 children. That's enormous. Please, do the right thing. And please, when you come out after your closed session, please let me know what your thoughts are on what I just said, as far as trying to do an independent investigation and helping me with it. And then also, if you take any action tonight, pursuant to the Brown Act and the Government Code, I would like to know what the action is and who voted for it. Thank you very much.